The bells both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Cucurella. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. Wirtz shifted upfield. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Konate.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of...
Mohamed Salah! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Caicedo. And here's Garnacho. Palmer. A chance to play it in. Cucurella. Palmer. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. The other side get able to force a breakthrough here. And a chance! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Kirkes. Wirtz. And here's Isak. Isak! Goal!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Proves too strong. Palmer really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Gakpo. Gakpo has been caught there, it's a foul. Gakpo, there's the shot! Jones. Jones stood his ground strongly. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. James. Now who's going to be first to this? Gakpo. Gakpo. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, smashing header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself? OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
The pass is intercepted. James moved on forwards. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now then, the ball's come loose. Palmer. And it's Fernandez. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Going for goal! The captain has surely won it! Oh, that is a bit special. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Frimpong. Frimpong, back when it goes. Shoots! Garnacho. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward. I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Kerkez cuts out the pass, and it's Palmer. Garnacho. Garnacho. And the finish! That is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Nice physical challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Colwell. Palmer. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. Palmer. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Isak. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that has been cleared. And it's McAllister. Oh, some tackle that. James. Chiesa. Jones. That's good play. Now it's McAllister. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And back, have it back, and can go again. Aim forwards. And it's Kerkez. Cross in, looks... Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Pedro Neto. Szoboszlai. And it's played forward. Colwell gets across to intercept that. Cucurella. Garnacho. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Now it's right. There's the shot! It's really well cleared.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kerkez gets over and intercepts. McAllister. Jones forwards and with intent. Real chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lovely bit of skill. And it's McAllister. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Konate gently done. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Oh, it's come off the upright. It's a mighty effort. Oh, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
James does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's certainly caught it there. It's a free kick. James. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Now it's Isak. Shot, surely! Goes to finish! It's in! And what a climax we have here! Sanchez, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. James being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Mudryk, spread out to the left. Garnacho gets into a good position. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? João Pedro. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Gusto. Lobbed in behind. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Mamadashvili, long ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Mohamed Salah, and he's found a way past. Now it's João Pedro. Konate makes the interception. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed?